Hello and welcome, my name is XLK and it's less than 1 week before the ladder reset. So we're practicing some Token Druid because I always utilize this deck for a quick climb. Longtime viewers of this channel are experts at this deck, but let's run it down for the new people. Token Druid is an aggressive combo deck that only runs spells except for 2 copies of Gibberling. The game plan revolves around getting a huge board of tokens and then later to buff them to close out the game in just a couple of turns. I've narrowed down the mulligan to only Nature Studies, Fungal Fortunes and Glowfly. And if you want to go for a Gibberling opener, you can go for Innervate, Gibberling, Nature Studies, Lunar Eclipse, and buffs like a Power of the Wild. This start is better on coin because you're gonna be able to fill your board with Gibberlings while still having enough mana to buff them. It's very bad in this meta to just leave a bunch of 1 health Gibberlings on the board even if it's only turn 2. So I recommend going for the basic opener in most games. The deck is more complicated than it looks, but it's very forgiving since it's easy to fill up your board again if you lose it. Your main strategy for filling up the board is using Glowfly Swarm. This card will spawn 1 2/2 Glowfly for each spell in your hand, so you don't want to waste cards before your Glowfly Swarm comes out. There's a big combo that you're looking for and it's pretty easy to pull off frequently. Save 1 Nature Studies for turn 3. When you play it, it's gonna reduce the cost of Glowflies to 4. Play them on 4 and on turn 5 you play a Lightning Bloom together with a Solar Eclipse and an Arbor Up. You can do this with just the Arbor Up as well and you're going to land on 28 damage. And that's most likely going to be a win against most classes. Nature Studies is one of the most powerful cards in the deck. The best turns to use it is on turn 1 if you have a Fungal Fortunes to play on turn 2 and on turn 3 for a turn 4 Glowfly Swarm. It's pretty fun to just blow away your opponent with Gibberlings in the early game, but I prefer to use them as a comeback mechanic since they have anti-synergy with Glowfly Swarm. Playing it later in the game will allow you to use more mana to both spawn them and buff them, or even hit them with a Soul of the Forest. And of course, I'm running 2 Soul of the Forest because I'm up against a lot of priests. But if you see more aggro decks, you can cut them for guidance or go 1 guidance and 1 Soul of the Forest. Thank you all for watching. I'm having so much fun with the game and I'm always excited to post videos for you guys. We're getting so close to 500 subs, so a sub would be appreciated. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, enjoy the games. Alright, back playing the king. Playing Token Druid, my favorite deck in the meta, and I kind of want to practice it because in less than a week we're gonna climb again. I don't like to keep Gibberling. I just want to get Fungal Fortunes, I want to get a Glowfly, and I want to get a Nature Studies because I don't really like to just go Gibberling and try to blow the opponent out. It's fun sometimes, but I don't know. I guess maybe it's because I'm a little bit rusty because I haven't played in like a week. Had a rough week. Ugh. But now all is good because we're playing Hearthstone, the best game that's out there. And I think the meta is pretty cool. I like it. A lot of people are mad about priests. I like to play priests, so I can't really complain too much. We don't need to Thorn Growth here. Just hit him. It could be good to Thorn Growth just to try to proc his Omayog, which could be something. And one thing that's really great about Token Druid, since it's a combo deck and not an aggro deck, but since it's like super combo oriented, you can just chill. It's okay to not have a turn 1, 2 or even 3 play. As long as you get your Glowflies or like a board on turn 5, then you're good. So we're gonna wait 1 more turn and then we're gonna proc his Omayog with either Lightning Bloom or like a Power of the Wild or something. So this hand is pretty garbo, but I'm sure that we can make something out of it. He isn't really getting anything either, just secrets. So it's good. We're both low rolling at the same time. Which card would I like to sacrifice? I think Power of the Wild. Oh my god, that's really good. So he's gonna be able to clear 1 of them, I guess. We don't want to play too many cards in 1 turn now. But wow. We actually might, so let's say he Hand of Adults clears 1 and then does nothing. then we can do a fat arbor up next turn. And we might go like lunar, clear something and arbor up. That's kind of the dream. Wow, that was a high roll. Imagine if Druid had Sigil of Summoning. That would be cool. That would be really, really good in this deck. So he's aggro oriented. We have to be careful about... we have to be really careful about, what's it called? Like, board clear? Because he's going for a 5. It's kind of nice against Kazakus that you can plan for the future, but I think we're just gonna kill off Kazakus with a Lunar Eclipse, then we're good. Then we're gonna arbor up. Huge. We could use our Soul of the Forests, but I don't think so. Clear this boy. And we never play more than one card. Oh, actually... he might kill us when we attack face. But we're still gonna have a big board. Set it to 1 health? Okay. Go. We clear this. Because it's hard for paladins to come back, even with the Kazakus Golem. I deal 3 damage, it's okay. Now we want a soul, I think. Ah! Okay. This is a difficult turn. Because I really don't want to proc his... what's it called? His horse. I think I'm just gonna Pride's Fury and then clear. As I said before, it's hard for him to come back. It's way easier for us to just fill the board again. And we have like such a... we have like a tall board, not a wide board. But we want that wide board though, especially since we have 2 Soul of the Forests. And you really don't need to run a single Soul of the Forest if you don't want to. You could run 2 Guidance instead. Or you could go 1 Guidance, 1 Soul of the Forest. It's totally okay. But I'm up against a lot of priests. Usually, like a week ago I was. Now, when my rating has dropped a lot, I'm not up against as many priests. So we might change it up. But as for now, for the video, I want to run 2 Soul of the Forest. Interesting. So I'm gonna draw here, but we're still gonna be... Do we wanna proc the horse? We can play 1 spell or we can proc the horse. Procking the horse isn't too bad because we just wanna get that out of the way. And I think I want a Soul of the Forest here. So we're going for the horse. And now I want to ramp up. And I want to spend as much mana as I can now. Kind of interesting going double Power of the Wild here, but I think I'm taking a Guesstimate. And now we go for this boy. And then we hit him for 6. Kind of a complicated turn, but now we have so many things, right? We can go Solar Eclipse, we can go Power of the Wild, we can draw. Maybe we should have gone for the Power of the Wild. Maybe that would have turned out to be lethal if he clears. I'm not sure what he plays, but whatever he's doing, I want to try it because I like Paladin. But we're playing the Sot Paladin soon. So I'm excited about that. I kind of miss Paladin. This is definitely just the kind of standard aggro. I think the interaction between McGurgle and like McGurgle Prime and Talon Fordring is super cool. Like you draw the big prime and then you just like win. So Glowfly, how much do we have? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's a win. Boom boom. Oh, Reckoning. I forgot about that. But it doesn't matter. Because our board is huge. Alright, and that's how you get back some rating. Yeah! I want to show you guys how you can really just blow the opponent away. Glowflies are good. Hunter. Very, very, very scary. I think we're keeping one Glowfly. It's tempting to keep Arbor up, but there are other cards that we're really, really looking for. Against a Hunter, Soul isn't too bad. Now is when I kind of want the Gibberling. You just chill. We can use our hero power to clear whatever he plays, if he plays small boys. We really want a Lunar Eclipse here. It's not a Lunar Eclipse, but it's not bad. Let's draw. It's gonna be more, unless it's ramp. Or the same. Yes. It's super tempting to just ramp up and kill that before he builds a board, but no. So we gotta watch our hand and actually try to make a plan here, but there are a lot of like what ifs. We could go Glowfly this turn. How many flies will I get? I'm gonna get enough flies. So we ramp up with Lightning Bloom, then we're gonna have to play a Lunar Eclipse then, which kind of sucks. So we're gonna get a little smaller board. But desperate times. And now we Glowfly. Still gonna get a bunch of them. Not maximum value, but it's okay. And I think it's huge just getting that Pack Runner out, because Pack Runner is like a Gibberling, but better, because they have Rush. And it's very good to deal with our Gibberlings. But now we can actually start doing things, like we can start buffing them. Too bad we can't go a Pride's Fury unless we find soft ramp. But I think with these 3 mana we might just not coin at all and just go for a Power of the Wild, or we can try to discover something with Nature Studies, which is pretty good as well. Or we could use that to set up a bigger turn, like the turn afterwards, depending on what we get. It's a lot of like small decisions that goes into playing this. Okay. Okay, so he's gonna Rhino soon. I think we have quite a good board. He can clear 2 of them. There are a lot of things that I just want to draw here. Guess the weight. Okay, so let's... Since we have a pretty good hand and I guess we can just buff them. It's a fine play, but I really want to look for something. Solar is really good. Pounce is really good as well. But we're taking that Solar. And it's interesting if we should go Panther here instead of buff, because he's gonna play the Rhino next turn. So I think it's actually better, since he's gonna clear 1 off, to go Panther. I know, sounds crazy. It's a lot less stats, I guess. This would be 6 stats, this is just 5. It's 1 stat, it's 1 less stat, but I really value that body on board. Just because I think he's gonna play the Rhino. And to me it doesn't matter like how much he kills 1 minion. Like it's okay to spill that damage, even though it's a lot. See, now we have our Glowflies. Our Thorn Growth, super good. So we can do Thorn Growth and either Pride's Fury, or we could go Soul of the Forest, or we could go double Pride's Fury, which I kind of like. But it's gonna be on a small board. But we need to kill this. So I think we're going double Pride's Fury here. Bonk. And we kill this. Ah! And our thing survived. Totally did a lot of math there. Math. Okay. So we have the Thorn Growth, which is really nice. Hopefully it doesn't have another Rhino, but this is hard for him to deal with. It's 12 damage actually. So if we find an Arbor up, then we can finish the game. If this sticks, it's gonna be 2, 4, 6. I haven't really had a huge board yet, but we're doing fine. And this is so much armor to deal with. But we really want to control the board, but we don't want to slip like too low in HP, because a hunter can always just finish you. Not buff. Good. And we really want to take care of this, which is good, because we can. But Thorn Growth is coming down, I think, but we probably want to draw first. Or do we just want to solo the forest Thorn Growth? I think it's better. We're just kind of running him out of steam as well. And I would love to hit face, because I love to hit face, but this is good. And next turn I think we're gonna Fungal Fortunes to look for a buff, or we could... I think Guess the Weight might be better, because if we manage to get a Arbor up, then we can play it the same turn, which is really good. We want to take care of this, but as I said before, we are getting kind of low here. Especially since this is gonna spill like 5 damage into our face. Gonna deal like 3 more, which is huge. So we kind of want to look for a finish soon. But this is actually giving us more damage. Oh my god. That's not good. I think he wanna clear unless he has like lethal on his hand. Okay. We gotta think. We have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We could look for a buff to win. I think we're gonna do that. So more, because I'm hoping for Arbor up. That's really good as well. It's gonna keep us in the game. We are gonna clear here, for sure. And the best way of doing it is Lunar Eclipsing, but we're gonna draw and stuff, I think. So we Lunar Eclipse this boy. And then we buff here. We clear. We clear the big targets. Do we take it in the face? I think this is okay. And we can draw, or we could armor up here. I think we just draw here. Arbor up. Oh, perfect. Whoa, Arbor up. Really good. And I think that settles it, right? A bunch of small boys. That's a win. Good for us. Token Druid is so good. And this is kind of a hard counter that we played against. So, super happy about it. Sweet. On to the next one. Right, Shaman. This is one of the hard matchups. So, I'm happy to do it because I think my Druid is solid enough to beat anything. Okay. Thorn Growth is actually pretty good against Shaman. To kind of not die. For this one time, I'm keeping the Thorn Growth. I mean, I would love to keep this and look for an Arbor up. Just go for it. Let's keep it, but I don't think I want to play it unless I really have to. Because we don't want to dump too many spells. That we have the coin is actually pretty huge. But yeah, we are just basically looking for our Fungal Fortunes. We could just kill this off right away. but if we do, we're doing it next turn. So then we probably ramp up first with the coin. We lunar. But I also kind of want to hit the... what's it called? The Wind Fury Elemental. But we're definitely gonna draw here. And it's okay to drop some cards then. So we ramp up 1. We take care of this boy. And now we draw. Good, Glowfly. Very dependent on what he's playing next turn. We might just drop the Glowfly with the Lightning Bloom. Okay. So this is a really good Glowfly. Even though he's gonna clear half of it, he can't get the Wind Fury on his Elemental because he didn't play a second Elemental. So I think that this is the right moment to just go for it. Even though we're gonna lock ourselves out a little bit, we're not getting the full, and he's gonna be able to clear 3. Still, I think this is one of the best opportunities that we can get. And we still have 2 mana next turn to play either Power of the Wild or a Thorn Growth. He's going all phase, letting us clear. Wow. That's good, because now we get to keep a Glowfly. I mean, Taunt is good, but I don't think he's gonna kill me the next turn. And we gotta clean this board. Yes, we're getting closer to killing him. Next turn, how much damage do we have? We have 3, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then we can go double. I think we have him, right? Ladies and gentlemen. Are we this good? And then we just give it a little love tap, and then we win! Good! I mean, this seemed really easy, but there were a bunch of really big decisions, especially when it comes to not playing cards, like floating mana. Feels good. Alright, thank you all for watching, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you soon. Peace.